As we stand ready to attack Jimpok, I am reminded of another adversary, Cole of House Kor. Like Jimpok, he craved personal power, to be the single ruler of the Empire. For a time, it seemed that he would succeed, but in the end, his arrogance led to his undoing. Such will be the fate of Jimpok today.
I regret following the orders of such a dishonorable leader. Fortunately, there are others who stand ready to take his place and serve the Empire well. The future holds no place for Jimpok and those like him. The only place for them is Grethor.
Jimpok ordered the invasion of Gorn space and forced our king to bend the knee. Since then, we have been little more than puppets of the Empire and of Jimpok. Today, we will fight for the Empire, not as pawns, but as equals. Today, the puppets will cut the strings!
And then he said, either move, or I'm going to have to place you under arrest. Ah! A Ferengi Starfleet cadet telling 3 Klingon warriors to move. That boy had more courage than 10 of these Nookpoo surrounding Jimpok. Remember this. Courage comes in all sizes and shapes.
Dahar Master Kang knew this as well. When I was a child, he told me of his glorious adventures. He went into battle with brave and honorable warriors from many worlds. Humans, Trill, even Vulcans.
I do not care what planet they come from. If they are here to knock Jimpok from his throne, they are friends of mine. If we are victorious, I will drink with them and sing great songs of glory. And should we die, I will see them in Sto-vo-kor, and we will take our place among the honored dead.
There is a human saying, necessity is the mother of invention. After all I have experienced in this war, I have come to realize the profound wisdom in those words. Necessity drove me to create defenses against the tricks of Akar. It has driven us to work with the Elachi on defenses against a weapon that once belonged to us.
It also led to the means to close mycelial rifts and restore the sanity of corrupted Elachi, to turn foes into friends.
I suppose necessity drove us to join the fight against Jimpok. Although the chance to make a tidy profit was also a motivating factor. I suspect the Nausicaans, Lethians, and Pharasans felt the necessity of staying loyal to Jimpok. Too bad. They're about to learn they're backing the wrong side.
Warriors from many worlds, you stand ready to fight and restore the Empire. It is my honor to go into battle with you. Know this. Today, the forces of Jimpok will know defeat!
You know what you must do. Face your enemy, show them your blade, fight well, in the name of Kahless, and for the glory of the Empire!
Remember what you fight for today. All of you, no matter what world you call home, know what it means to be Klingon. If that is in your heart, and the enemy takes your life, today will be a good day to die.
Well said. All hands, report to your stations. We depart for Kronos soon. Dismissed! Before you return to your ship, I would speak to you. A lot is riding on the Elachi, and their modifications to this vessel. Do they have your confidence? Your trust? Let us hope so. There is one other matter. A personal request. You were at my side in Grethor. You know of the deal I made to secure Lorel's freedom. I have asked those I trust to fulfill my oath should I fall in battle. I count you among their number. If I die before ending Akar and Jempak, will you do what must be done to send them both to Grethor? Very well. By your hand or mine, may Akar and Jempak stand before Feklar on this day. The fleet is in position. Beam back to your ship when you are ready to proceed.
The fleet is in position, just outside the range of enemy sensors. When the word is given, we'll go to maximum warp and travel to the assigned coordinates. Move your vessel into position when you are ready.
The time draws near. If you are prepared for battle, I will give the order to begin the invasion of Kronos. For honor, for glory, for the Empire! All ships have reported in. We are holding position outside the Praxis debris field. Loyalist forces are moving into defensive positions as expected.
The last time I saw Praxis, it was the first night of a full moon. Like the Empire, I thought it would last forever. Indeed, it is our duty, and we will not fail. Attention all hands! The time has come. Begin the assault. For the Empire!
Yes, this is more like it. Helm, get us into knife fighting range. Tactical, over.
I told you not to fire at Jaula. Was she destroyed?
I cannot tell. Too much interference on sensors.
It worked. Tarsev's device worked.
What form of privilege? Dear friend. The liberated Alachi are here to fight at your side, and we
warriors aboard the Kristak. This is Matriarch Jaula. You are beaten. Stand down and prepare to be born. Surrender the tyrant Jimpak to me, and you will be shown leniency. Defend him, and you will know death.
There will be no victory for you, dang traitor. If I cannot have Kronos, no one will. I will detonate the very weapon that Lorel used to become Chancellor. The home world will become the grave of the Klingon Empire.
It is called a hydrobomb. A terrorist placed it in the planet's core during the war with the Federation. Some allies acquired the detonator and gave it to me. It allowed me to give the High Council a choice. Accept my leadership, End the war, or face the destruction of Kronos.
He has been to the Great Hall and raised defensive shields. He means to dig in, wait for reinforcements, and force us to quit the field. If we push too hard, call his bluff.
I have known Jimpock longer than any of you. I have faced him in battle. I know his heart. Go to him and issue a formal challenge. His pride, his arrogance will not allow him to refuse you. Sometimes the old ways are best. Face the filthy Patak, Jahula, and bury your blade in his heart.
Whatever you plan to do, I recommend haste. The IKS Targ is approaching with a fleet at high warp.
Very well. Adedpa, I want you and Cochrane to lead our forces here against Akar and his fleet. I will lead a team to First City and seek to challenge Jimpock there. As former chancellors, I would like Laurel and Martok at my side to bear witness to our honorable victory. If that is your wish, I will not deny you. We will transport as close as we can to the Great Hall and begin the final assault from there. Kapla!
Remind me of a word with Adepta, if we survive. This is not an ideal place to begin our attack. That smell, worse than Fetlaw's backside.
Under the circumstances, this was the closest she could get us to the Great Hall. Plug your nose and forge on!
I know a path that leads to the Proving Grounds. From there, we should be able to fight our way to the Great Hall.
Listen, do you hear? The sounds of battle and bloodthirsty Targs. Keep your weapons handy. The enemy is nearby.
Be wary. Around here, we have more than Jimpock's troops to worry about.
They stand to suffer under Jimpock's rule. We may have more...
Hold your fire! I am General Martok. Who do you fight for?
We are warriors of House Kang, General. We fight to restore the Empire.
Well fought, Orion. That Orion was leading the defense here. Let us see what he knows about enemy defenses.
I knew Usan Vex before. The plotting, smuggling operation in the First City? I'm not sure if he is bold or insane.
I suspect the pirate operating for the Empire. Both.
Lower your weapons. Usan Vex sent us.
That Gorn is Usan Vex enforcer. Talk to him about the explosives.
Oscar was on the way. Nice to see he wasn't lying. Imperial security has arrested my group in town inside. If you're we can talk about such things after we save my crew. Agreed? What's your aim? We want to blow up, right?
not be enough here to get the job done.
According to the cargo manifest, all of the Tetrion charges are in here. Is it a problem? What are you trying to do? There's enough Tetrion in here to blow up a dreadnought. You'll need it after we cause enough of a surge to open the enemy. Come one, go to outside entrance, not far from here. It's a narrower approach. Less need to repel firepower of the same magnitude as the front gates.
Very well. Secure the charges and prepare for battle. We must not fail now. The battle is won. Gather the Tetrion charges while you can. We've got what we came for. Let's go.
Over there, by that field. Place the charges there. Quickly, set the Tetrion charges. Charges in place. Now, get to a safe distance and detonate them.
Reinforcements are beaming in. Prepare for battle.
Watch out for their nanoforce weapons.
Like the wind, I do not respect those things. And there are many of them asking to dance on my blade. The Emperor awaits you in the Great Hall!
Face him, if you have the spine for it.
Go. Do what must be done.
Need to return to the Rotarian. Join the fight there. From one ex-chancellor to another. Use it well.
Come! We have business within the Great Hall.
Do you miss this place, Mother? This is as close as you'll get to being Chancellor again, I'm afraid.
You are blocking my path, lackey! Make way!
Arrogant, misbegotten clone! Janchu! Your path ends here. You will not save her. Jo'ula will die on the Emperor's blade.
Those force fields are blocking our way. Destroy the emitters in the walls to bring them down.
So many fools, all eager to fight in a burning house. This is where you fail. You will never get past. You should have stayed in your own time, Father. There is no place for you in my empire. Give me your own food. The only place for you is weapons. Energize! Now!
Scan his transporter signature.
There is still fight in you. Kill yourself. Initiate transport immediately.
Scan his transporter signature.
I see fools remain while the house burns to ashes. Pathetic. Emergency transfer!
Quick! Scan his transporter signature.
Incoming annoying!
Not this time.
Energize!
Quick! Scan his transport.
Well done. More than I will stop them. Go!
You are brave, and it is the brave ones who die. Initiate transport immediately!
Quick! Scan his transport.
Run days are over.
Go! Is becoming annoying! Energize! Now!
Quick! Scan his transporter.
Send him screaming to Gretel, my lady!
I see fools remain while the house burns to ashes. Pathetic! What have you done?
Give my regards to Dracula!
You cannot win. I will not allow it. You shall never rule. Talk pa, talk
Not to be.
They will never follow you.
I believe this belongs to you.
No. It is not my destiny. It belongs in your hand, as Chancellor.
Rech Klingon Wochtach Judge! Sword of Kalish. In my time, most believed it was a thing of legend, of myth. I will not dishonor this sacred weapon. Its legacy will be tarnished by my hand. I swear it.
May it be a reminder in the days to come, as we rebuild what was broken and replace what was lost. A reminder of all that is great within the Empire.
Reforging the Empire will be a challenge, but one worthy of Kalish and all who dwell with him in Sto-vo-kor. Fortunately, we are Klingon. We live for such a challenge. Two weeks have passed since the fall of Jimpak. Our wounds heal. The honored dead have joined their ancestors in Sto-vo-kor. Order has returned to the Empire. Rebuilding what was broken or lost has begun. There is more to be done. But first, we will celebrate our hard-fought victory.
Despite a return to stability within the Empire, the Alliance must stand ready to provide assistance in the rebuilding effort here. We cannot afford another Jimpak. The tragedy of Kithamer, or worse, could happen again. Especially if such a tyrant turned their eyes on the Federation or the Republic. Even the Dominion could be threatened by such a ruler.
There are more like me among the liberated Alachi. Some prefer life within the mycelial network, but others would like to return to their former lives when the time is right. Not at this time. The Alliance has asked me to represent the liberated Alachi. As an ambassador, I will be able to forge a new future for my people, and to protect the sanctity of the mycelial network. Perhaps in the future, I will return to a life among the Romulan people. But for now, my place is with the Alachi.
I, for one, do not recommend running from a wave of mycelial destruction, no matter what age you are. It is not a pleasant experience, I can assure you. Indeed, Grethar holds a number of fools who thought they would be the end of me. There are two, in particular, I'm glad to be rid of on this day. Yes, though I am pleased that their deaths led to Gowron's release from Grethor. Now he resides with Kalis in Sto-vo-kor, and I have no doubt Feklar is glad to be rid of him. That wild-eyed schemer was probably well on his way to taking charge of the place when he was released.
When I was living a hermit's life on Nimbus 3, I thought I had seen it all. On that, I was greatly mistaken. Civil war within the Empire, the return of Lorel, even a battle with giant cybernetic reptile. Yes, but in the end, he was too clever for his own good. Dealing with his tricks gave me insight on his computer security. With that knowledge, I was able to trap him on Kronos, where he was dealt with once and for all.
Much has changed since my first time as Chancellor, and much has remained the same. I am already besieged with requests and calls for favor from many houses, great and small. Fortunately, I shall have the assistance of the latest torchbearer as we move forward and restore the Empire.
Indeed. As other torchbearers before me, it will be my role to act as an advisor to the Chancellor. And, if necessary, to get my hands dirty where she cannot. It is my intention to serve her and the Empire to the best of my ability. In my time here, we have been adversaries and allies. It has been a strange journey for us both. Without you, the Empire would have been lost. For your role in the conflict, you have my respect and my thanks.
The event has concluded. You may beam back to your ship at your leisure. Once more, I stand for the Empire as its Chancellor. It is a singular honor, and I will lead by example in the days to come. There is much to be done, but we will meet every challenge and emerge victorious, for we are Klingon! Klingon Mach Tachjaj! You have been an honorable ally, and your name will be remembered in songs and tales forevermore. Glory to you, and
Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my videos.